Well, hello folks, welcome to another World Cup Stories episode. I am the Custard Prophet and we're here managing South Korea, as you can see just behind me. Can we get as far as they did in the tournament proper, getting all the way to the last 16, or are we going to get stuck in the group stages? It's going to be a bit harder, and that's because we have a restriction and we are only allowed to choose players, pick players for the World Cup who are 28 or older. All those young superstars, we can't pick them. This is going to cause a bit of a problem because a number of the really good South Korean players are younger than 28. Let's go and have a look. So Kim Min-jae, who was at Fenerbahce, they've moved to a small Italian club I've never heard of, look a very strong centre-back. We can't pick them. They're 26-year-olds. They are just outside of our age range, which is a shame because they look a bit of a beast. Hwang Hee-chan, who plays for Wolves, I didn't really like him when he was playing there, but he's a 3.5-star player, very, very well-rounded player. But we can't pick him because he's 26 years old. And Woo Young, you can see here, winger, reasonably pacey. Can't pick him again because he's 23. And there are a few other examples of this. So it is going to be challenging because we don't have all of those quality players to pick from, but it's not all bad. Probably the pick of the players is Son, who plays at Tottenham, obviously 5-star player. We are going to be playing him right up and centre. I think it makes sense. He's got the pace, he's able to dribble. We want him on the ball as much as possible. So if it starts to go a bit rubbish, we might just shift him out to the left side to try and make the most of him there, but plan is to play him up top. Lee Jae-sung, a decent central midfield option who can play all the way up the centre of the team and on the left and the right. Pretty well-rounded player, I think you'll agree. High natural fitness and just 30 years old. So he's not at that place where he's going to be a bit of a liability. He's going to be strong for us. And we do have at least one decent centre-back, and this is Hong Jeong-ho, who I think he's a pretty decent looking ball playing centre-back. He's 33, little bit on the slow side, but not terribly slow. One of the things that you might be worried about with a team full of a team full of ageing players is maybe a reduction in physical attributes, but there isn't really much evidence of that for South Korea. And you can see here the South Koreans seem to be incredibly strong with their natural fitness all the way through the team. Very, very strong natural fitness, which is keeping those attributes high for longer, which is a useful thing for this team. So it's not the worst team we could have come to. Here's the tactic we're going with at the minute. As I said, at the moment we're going to be playing Son up top, but that might change. I'm not entirely convinced this is the tactic which will do everything. We've beaten Paraguay 1-0 in a friendly with this tactic, so that's pleasing. And you can see, so we're going 1 up top, 3 just behind a 2. And this is kind of what we were playing at Wolves with a back 4, and I think it's a pretty decent squad. And you see all the way through the ability. There's nothing under 3 stars. So despite the fact we're losing a lot of the quality, we've got a very solid team still. I think against Paraguay we comfortably beat them 1-0. XG said it probably should have been more. Yes, they had a player sent off early, but very strong defensive performance. I'm pretty pleased all the way through that. Possession, we absolutely dominated. So pretty happy with that. And we're going to take that into our first match of the group phases, and that's against Portugal. So if for whatever reason the games aren't on in the right order, so we're playing Portugal first. As if you remember, South Korea beat Portugal in real life. I think, considering it's game number 1, that might be a tricky tie, and we're hoping to get things out of Ghana and Uruguay if we can. But Portugal is where we begin. Could we pull off a shock? So, no Ronaldo in the... Oh, no, there he is. I thought I had initially looked and he wasn't there. So, Ronaldo is playing. Pepe's playing. Oh, wow, Martino. It's basically my Wolves side playing against me, which is it's going to be a challenge. So, we'll see how we do. Obviously, this is going to be tough We need to go out there and just hope we can match them for some of the game, perhaps. Let's see how we do. And we're on extended highlights, so let's stop that now. Although saying that, Ronaldo manages to get onto that, and wow, that is way over the top. Easy chance there from Diogo Jota. Makes a complete hash of it. Well, 30 minutes, not a lot going on, but here we've got the ball. Playing it around at the back. It's a bit of a worry. Jin-Soo on the left side. He's going to go across the pitch. Moon Sin Min. Back to Young Ho. That's just the best name. Sun. Oh no, he lost it. He has lost it, and it's Ronaldo who's got it. We were playing it around really nicely there. Mendes there. Oh, what are the defence doing? And Ronaldo misses. He misses that. Oh God, what absolute chaos at the back. Defenders didn't seem to know what to do. We've got the ball again though. Is it going to go to us? We seem to lose the ball before we get it far enough forward, and there it goes again. Dallying on the ball. This isn't the South Korea I know. They're a fast acting team. Here we go. Bruno Fernandes, in he comes, and it's in. It's 1-0. Ronaldo at the far post. Oh dear. So half time, let's be perfectly honest about this. Portugal have dominated the match. We are getting possession, but we're just not doing anything with it. So I need to have a little think about the tactic, and I will come back. Okay, so we're going slightly more attacking here. As you can see, we've made a few changes. We've gone for inside forwards rather than wingers. That doesn't seem to be working with wingers. We're going to try and push on our wing backs, and we pushed the attacking midfielder slightly closer to Son, so hopefully he can get a little bit more of the ball. We've not seen him at all, so we need to see more of Son. I think maybe he's just in the wrong role. So let's maybe a deep line forward. He comes back, he gets a little bit more of the ball. Let's try that. We need to get him into the game. We'll say they've been unlucky, but we know we haven't in reality. And here they go again. And that's a complete cock-up from the goalkeeper there. And let's be honest, there isn't any other goalkeepers who are under 28. So, we're working with the best we've got. But my God, this was a big error from the goalkeeper. It's Pepe, and the goalkeeper completely misses it. And that's put us in a world of hurt. Right, couple of changes. Kim Moon Hwan on at right back, and Bo Kyung on at right midfield are hopefully going to be a little bit more effective down this side. We're also moved Son to the left. Jae Sung has gone up top. We're going to be focusing down the left side, see if we can get a little bit more out of Son. He's getting on the ball there. We'd like to see. That's a terrible through ball. And Portugal, let's be honest, they've not been tested at all. Oh, well, you say that, and Lee gets himself a goal. Yeah, I'm saying it all wrong. It's the first part of the name is the last part of the name. I've completely forgotten about that. But we have scored a goal as I realised that. Oh, here we go. Have we just turned it round? Beautiful ball over the top. Bo Kyung or Kim. Into another Kim. You can see why. Oh no, you can see why they don't bother with that. They've all got the same names there. Hard to differentiate. Bernardo Silva, presumably. Ronaldo does well. Oh my God! And the goalkeeper gets beaten at his near post. And all of a sudden, from suddenly feeling like we might be back into this, we're out of it. We're out of it. Look at this. Ronaldo wins the header. A complete cock-up from the defender, and then goalkeeper beaten at his near post. There are a cardinal sin in there. So we bought a centre-back on because the centre-back's looking absolutely tired. Jung is on, and Zhu also on in the centre of midfield. But I feel it worked a little bit better, created a little bit more with Son down the left side. So it's not been great, let's be honest. It has not been we've not been at our best. We have scored a goal, and when we changed things up, we were scoring more goals. So I feel we'll take the changes we made in halfway through, we'll apply those to the team, and then see how we do in the last 2 games. Not the start we're after. Let's see how the other teams got on. So Ghana just got one over Uruguay, so we are going to be playing Ghana next up. Fingers crossed we can get ourselves 3 points over Ghana. We absolutely have to, and then we need to beat Uruguay. We need to finish up on 6 points. We are capable of it, I think. We'll just have to do a little bit better than we did in that first match. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the like button. Let me know down in the comments whether you think we can turn this around. I felt the second half performance was much, much better once we had optimised that tactic a little bit better. But if you have enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very shortly for the next one. Goodbye.